So we've picked up a point here in the road at Ballyclare. With the second half in particular, we could easily have lost that.
Without a doubt. And we spoke at half time. We were probably in front with the lesser of the possession and stuff like that. We weren't good on the ball again. And listen, I don't know where we'll go, to be honest. And I can't fault the guys. We had a meeting last week and we had a chat Tuesday night. And to be fair to them, they were all there on Tuesday night and they busted their gut in training and worked tremendously hard. But when we went out there the night, we looked like we'd just met up and we were all over the place at times. And that's the bit that I can't put my finger on, and that's the bit that's disappointing for me and Jens and backroom staff and everything, because what you're seeing on Saturdays isn't what we're doing during the week and things like that. And I know it's easy in training, but the effort and the commitment and everything in training is sometimes far more than what they're given in the matches, and that's a worrying thing for me, and it's really disheartening, to be honest. And they're part-time footballers. You know my views on Friday night games, but at the same time, you're here to compete. You're here when you put that shirt on. You're going to give as much as you can for as long as you can, and some of us aren't doing that at the minute, and some of us are doing it individuals, and some of us aren't doing it collectively as a team. We spoke at half time. We're in front. We actually had something to hold on to for the first time in a few weeks, and we couldn't do that, and we conceded another shocking goal. And that's, to be fair to Ballyclare, they knock the ball about well. They're busy and they work hard off the ball and they get into wee pockets and space, and we couldn't cope with it. And that's, they've sat in there now, and there's a couple of experienced guys have had a couple of home truths about the desire, and we're lacking desire from certain individuals, and that's not the type of player that we need at Dundela. Yes, there's guys that are busting their gut. They've put in a shift, but there's others who don't want to put their head in there for that tackle, or don't want to go into that tackle, or don't want to get on the end of a cross. And we're struggling to score goals at the top end. The two lads come on, the two young lads come on there, and um, it took us the 92nd minute to get down the wide area and get a cross in. Big Finn was unlucky to hit the side netting there at the end, but would we have deserved to win? No, I don't think so. No.
And as you said in the first half there, it was a funny game. Fletch's goal opened the score with a deflection. As you said, it was something to hold on to. But we spoke before the game about Ballyclare being a young side. Was that difficult for them, or should they be able to cope with that?
They should be able to. There's enough experience in that squad of ours that have played a lot higher than me in the Irish League and whatever else. But at the same time, yes, Fletch cut in, had a shot, gets a deflection, goes in. That's a wee bit of luck that maybe we needed, that we haven't had in a while. But at the same time, to concede from yet again another set piece, I would say our stats on conceding from set pieces are horrendous. And as a defender, you go, you win the first one. If you don't win the first one, you win the second one. And you can hear Hoggy yelling at them there to just go and head the thing clear and deal with it. And we're not doing that, and we're getting punished. But yet, when it comes to the other end, we don't have the desire to go in and get on the end of it. I mean, young Lewis had two or three crosses, maybe 4 or 5 crosses in on top of him, but yet unchallenged and collected it, no problem. So, yeah, and Ballyclare, as I say, they had a lot of possession and a lot lively on the ball, and they've some really good young players who never stop running, and they get themselves into dangerous areas, and we couldn't cope with it. We thought maybe being away from home on the quick slick pitch that we train on during the week that it might have helped, but um, it didn't. And okay, we maybe got a point more than what we have in the last few weeks, but no disrespect to anybody, but we should be performing a lot better, lot better than that, as a Dundela team.
And finally, Armagh is our next opponents. They're off the back of a heavy defeat tonight at Anna. They'll be licking their wins. Yeah, that's another difficult, but you've got an extra day. You probably could take a positive from that there between now and then.
Yeah, well, look, some of the guys probably need an extra day, to be honest, and some guys need more, and some guys need more minutes and things like that. But it's a tough one, and then we obviously were right without you in the night. Big J didn't make it, TJ didn't make it, and young Jay Harvey didn't make it. So that's a lot of guys out of a small squad to be not available. So hopefully we can get. Well, Ewan will definitely be back next week. Hopefully we can get a couple more back off the off the treatment bench, and get another healthy squad to pick from. I mean, now we're now fighting for points. We've got to go back home next week. Armagh obviously came back against us in the away match, and made it very interesting towards the end through heart and desire. So if we don't have heart and desire and commitment and effort and all and everything next week, we'll get the same again. It'll be a long, tough afternoon at home. So thankfully they've all weekend to think about it. They're still having the chat there now, and we'll go again on Tuesday night.